Hey y'all, welcome to ST202. So I'm your instructor, Kelsey Espinosa. There's my email address. Please be sure to put the name of our course in your subject line. At any given time, I usually teach at least 3 classes. I had almost 600 students last term. Please, absolutely, this saves the back and forth me just trying to figure out what class you're talking about. I will have office hours Tuesdays at 3:30 to 5:30. Also by appointment, so if that time absolutely doesn't work, you can go ahead, email me, and we will work out another time to meet. And here's a picture of my door on campus, pre-COVID. So that's what it would look like. It's been a while since we've been there, right? So for emails, please try to save emails for something of a personal nature. If you're asking something broadly about the course or about specific course content, we have discussion boards on Canvas that would be really, really handy. Almost never is your question unique to you. That's what I found. In fact, a lot of times I might get asked a question that probably about 10 people are being asked, and it's a lot easier if I can answer it in one place. So absolutely, if you have a troubleshooting issue with Canvas in particular, I strongly recommend using either Chrome or Firefox. Safari has a tendency to not show math symbols or Greek symbols very well. And then also, if you are looking at Canvas quizzes at all, the Canvas app is really not a good choice. It tends to cut off answer options. So, yes, if you have course questions, but make sure you read thoroughly the syllabus first. A lot of our questions will be answered there. And then if you have a situation you need to talk about, once again, this is confined as little or as much as you feel comfortable, but letting us know that something's up lets us work with you. It definitely establishes, hey, something's going on. There's more that we can do versus if we find out much later after the fact. So in general, it's not as easy to just respond by email when especially math symbols are involved. I'm not sure if y'all try typing up emails and math symbols. So it is a little bit easier actually to answer these on Canvas. So just keep that in mind. Some materials. So you've hopefully already gotten on Canvas if you're seeing this. It's pretty much everything that we are doing is going to be posted on there. We recommend a graphing calculator. Not, absolutely required. It's just really handy. The TI-83 and 4, they have these really handy stats functions that we know how to tell you about. I know there are other calculators, but I'm not as familiar with them. And then optional is the textbook. Optional, I think I have posted some of the chapters from the library scans. Know that it's optional. It's not required. If you absolutely want to read along, you can. But there are options there. So format. Our lectures are going to be posted in this video form. There's a number of reasons, but one of many is just that now that we've gone to remote, a lot of people's living situations have changed. The demands on their time and their resources, such as internet and computers, have changed. So I just want to make these lectures accessible all the time. So absolutely, you're going to want to engage with the content. We have fill in the blank style notes. I recommend either printing them or having them as PDF or PowerPoint and filling them in. It really is not nearly as helpful just to watch me fill in the notes. Absolutely fill in the notes. And please reach out. We know life happens, but we don't know it's happening if you don't tell us. So what we are going to aim for is we're going to finish up most content on Tuesday and either finish up Thursday or be finished up. It totally depends on where we are at in the notes. If we were on campus, we would probably have like a worksheet and quiz on Thursdays, but we aren't doing that, not in the remote setting. So recitations. So there are going to be 2 worksheets to these recitations. We are only going to collect one. So there's the pre-work, and that's practice for completing before you get to recitation. So the idea is you've done this, now you get to recitation, the TA is going to work through these solutions and then get y'all started on the activity itself, and the activity is what we will collect. So absolutely, this is a great time for practice. I really strongly recommend it. I'm not sure what happened with scheduling because there's one at like Wednesday night at 8 p.m. and then the next one is Thursday at 9 a.m., which is kind of weird timing. So we'll be submitting them through Gradescope. You do not need a separate account. We have a Gradescope tab in Canvas, or if you go on the assignments page, it says, hey, load assignment in new tab, you press that button. The key thing is to make sure that you kind of keep the same problems on the same pages, because it'll look for, like, if problem 1 and 2 are on the first page, we're going to look for problem 1 and 2 on the first page. You don't want it running off on other pages because Gradescope won't look for it. So, some grading breakdown. We're going to have these weekly Canvas homeworks. They're quizzes, but it's not that they're truly a quiz. You get multiple tries, so absolutely work at that. And at the end of the term, we will drop one lowest score. So if you just totally miss one, or you bomb one, or just one isn't as good, don't worry. It's going to get dropped at the end of the term. We only ever drop things at the end of the term after everything's graded. So please don't expect it dropped earlier. It tends to create a lot of confusion if it is. And those will be due Tuesday nights. So like we won't have one due tonight, but we will have one due next week, and it'll be on the week 1 content. And just a comment on working together, because, well, it's happening a lot, and I really don't blame people for trying to collaborate. You want to be careful and protect yourself against student misconduct. It's one thing to collaborate and talk over like, oh, this is what I got, oh yeah, me too, but when you write it up your assignment, you should write it up independently. You shouldn't be writing it together with folks. If we have 2 or more side by side and we can't tell who wrote it, it becomes you all get the same score, and that's a 0, and then we have to report it, and it becomes a headache for everybody. And then just a note is you can plagiarize yourself. So if you took this course before, or if you submitted a similar assignment for another course, if you just copy yourself and you don't cite yourself, you can be plagiarizing yourself. So please, absolutely don't do it. It's stressful for everybody. Trust me, it is. And then what should we do by the end of today? Read the syllabus in full. Chances are, if you can see this, you have. Not only read the syllabus, but complete the syllabus quiz, get 100% on it. And the recitations will start this week. So I'll get pre-work up and going, and or if it's up already, attend recitation this week and work on the recitation activity. We will collect that activity on Friday, or by Friday. So you can absolutely submit it during your recitation, or you can take a little more time and get it submitted by end of Friday. So, on to lesson 1. I look forward to working with you all this term and hearing from you. Here's lesson 1.